Yo, so this video is gonna be a bit different than my other videos. I think I say that every video, but this one is gonna be quite different because I do have a topic I want to talk about, but this is gonna be more of a not really advice, not really, whatever else I talk about, mindset usually and stuff like that. This one is going to be just me brainstorming, like how I want to make my videos, basically. I don't even know if I'm going to post this one, but I thought, fuck it, I was going to think about this regardless. Might as well bring my camera and or my mic, I guess, because I don't have a fucking camera. I'm gonna bring in my mic, I'm gonna put in my mic, and I'm gonna think about it, like what I should, how should I go about making these videos? Because in the sense of the actual video. Because if you don't know, right now I'm just, I know this is gonna be like my 5th or 6th video on the channel or something like that, but right now I haven't even created my channel because I want to have like a batch of videos, so that I can post. I will try to post daily, so I want to have like a bit of room, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a little bit ahead, like I don't know, I'm gonna be like 15 days ahead or something like that, so that I, if one day I just can't record, it's okay because I got a previous video and stuff like that. I just like to have it like that. So yeah, I haven't even created the channel yet at this point in time. And I haven't made a single thumbnail. And I think I recorded about a couple of videos, I'm not going to post every single one of them because some were just fucked with the audio. Hopefully this one's audio is fine, but yeah, I hope it's fine because I've been tweaking it a little bit, my recording process is kind of weird, so yeah. But no, I didn't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the fact that, yeah, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna go about this because I'm not sure how, like, what kind of video should I put in the video itself, because what I do is basically walk around and I just spill whatever I think, and then, I just post that. So the thing is, I don't have actual A-roll or B-roll. I just have the audio. So obviously, unfortunately, very unfortunate that I can't ask for your advice because right now I probably have like, 0 viewers, 2 viewers, 3 viewers. That's cool though. That's cool. I mean, even if like 3 people watch me, that's kind of cool, I think. At least somebody's interested, right? Somewhat. Maybe my thumbnail was just clickbait and they watched for like 15 seconds, and then they and just YouTube put it as a view, but in reality, nobody's listening. Maybe nobody's listening right now. Okay, so I don't know. People might listen later when I gain more on some. I don't know. So I guess this is kind of useless to ask for advice, but I think that would be pretty helpful. Now, if it's in the future, I see the comments of even if they're like on past videos. Not many people know about this, but like if you comment on a video from like 10 years ago on our channel, that comment is still gonna pop up as the first comment, if that makes sense, in the YouTuber's YouTube studio or whatever. So yeah, you can comment on all our videos and they will probably see it. That goes with every YouTuber. But I'm saying this because maybe you could be like, whatever content I do decide to put out in the video format, you could be like, yo, this shit sucks. I got a better idea for you, you know? And hold on, let me drink some. This video is gonna be a little bit slower, so I don't think many people are gonna watch it, but it's gonna be a little slower. Let me drink some lemon plus salt water, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if my mic picked that up, but yeah. Whatever, you know I don't edit my videos. You know I don't. And this video is actually gonna be way slower, most likely. Like, if sometimes I'm slow, I take pauses, I repeat myself. Today, I'm gonna do that tenfold because, first of all, my sleep was shit last night. Thankfully, I don't have to go nowhere. Thankfully, I'm unemployed and I can just sleep in. But still, I woke up at like 11:30, and that's annoying. You wake up with a headache. It's like fuck, and the whole day, what I'm saying, it's like 2 right now. I did some shit, but like the whole day is gonna be, a little fucked, and that's how I feel. I just couldn't stop thinking last night. I don't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't. I was just thinking about shit, and I was like, damn, I can't stop thinking. Like, and I was thinking about bullshit too. I was thinking about fucking tarantulas and bullshit like that. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've never actually said that word out loud till now. I don't think so. In English. But yeah. So what I wanted to do. Oh, I said there are 2 reasons I'm gonna be slow. Yeah, so that's the number 1 reason. Number 2 reason is the fact that, like I said, I gotta think about this. So I gotta actually stop and be like, okay, so, because I'm trying to actually solve a problem. Usually, I'm going back and forth with ideas and stuff, and I reach kind of a conclusion, and we all get some a lesson from it, right? But this time around, I have to basically create something from nothing, which I do all the time, but yeah, like I said, this is different. So I'm not sure what to put for my actual videos. I was thinking I could do a Spotify podcast, and that could be cool, right? But still, that doesn't take away from the fact that I need something for the actual video, the actual video of the video on YouTube. Because people can't just watch a black screen. Though I recommend you to not really, to not really look at the screen for my videos, because number 1, for the most part, like I said, I don't really edit my videos. So for the most part, as far as visual cues, you don't really need them. I might sometimes like put up something that I'm talking about, but usually I won't. I'm not gonna lie, because you don't have to get every single thing I say. Sometimes I might mumble a name and won't know what I'm talking about. But you don't need to know the 100% of the words to understand the context. You know what I'm saying? I got that from studying languages, actually, which I will make a video about that, because I think it's pretty important for everybody, to be honest. Like, I actually opened my mind and I was like, damn, language learning is actually so fucking important. It's actually, not only is it a superpower, but it's fucking like, I don't know, it's a beautiful ass thing to me. Okay, but I will talk about that in another video, because that in itself would be another like 1 hour video or whatever, But yeah, so I'm not sure what to put in my videos, because see, I don't want to put fucking Subway Surfer gameplay, okay? Also, I was saying, I cut myself off, but I was saying that when you should most likely just listen to my videos, not really watch it. Like, if you don't have YouTube Premium, first of all, get Brave, the browser Brave, and you can just watch it like that with the phone off. I recommend I recommend listening like it's a fucking podcast, really. I don't, but still, for the new people, I need to have some sort of, and even like, if you feel like watching something, though, I don't recommend it, because, you're just watching a screen for no reason, and you should minimize your screen time as much as possible. So, yeah, but for the people that really, really need to watch it, yeah, I don't know what to put, because I was thinking, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking I should put like a beautiful ass game, some beautiful shit. Not necessarily a game, but before this, damn, why am I tearing up? What the fuck? Yo, I be tearing up easily. I don't know why. I can cry on the spot. That's kind of weird. But yeah, before this, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go like film nature shit and shit. But the thing is, that's kind of boring to me, though. Like, I'm not a filmmaker. I like to be in nature and shit, but I don't want to just film trees and random shit. Plus, for now, I don't really live in a place where, it's all that, That could change in a couple of months, because I think my content will change a lot in a couple of months, because I'll be moving and shit. But that will affect everything. But for now, still, and my content is going to be fluid, it's going to change, and I'm, sometimes I'm going to play a fucking game if I want to, Right now I just don't play games, but at some point I might, or whatever. But yeah, so I was thinking about that at first, and it seemed really interesting. I actually wanted to buy a camera and record in while I sit in nature or some shit like that. The thing is, the reason I can't really do that is because I can't really think if I have a camera in my face. I just maybe I will develop this skill later at some point, but right now I cannot talk, with a camera shoved in my face. I just can't. Yeah, I gotta. At first I gotta just talk with be able to talk while I'm sitting down, and then with a camera. Right now, I can't even just sit down. If I sit down, my mind is going to go blank. I gotta keep walking, which it works because I get my steps in, but still. So, yeah. Seemed like a cool idea at first, but for now, at least, it's not really viable. So I need to put some sort of A-roll, or I guess B-roll. Well, I guess it's gonna be A-roll, right? I don't, I was the editor, but I don't even know the difference between the two. I know the A-roll is when the person is talking, and the B-roll is like gameplay, but like I don't have A-roll in the first place. So am I going straight to B, or is the first thing A? Whatever. It's a terminology. We don't care about that. So then I was thinking, let me put a beautiful game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, just some things people can look at and it's like, damn, that shit's beautiful, Like, not something like that spikes your cortisol, That's a fucking meme now, but I'm just saying, I don't want to put like intense fucking gameplay or because you're not supposed to. Now, okay, that might work because, people will focus on the gameplay and they will also get what I'm saying, That will make it easier for them to watch. And in a way, yeah. But the thing is, it's also the fact that, first of all, for intense gameplay, right? I'm not really good at any game right now, and I don't want to be grinding a game or something like that. I'm not playing games right now. So I can't really just, if it were something, it would have been maybe Fortnite, I guess. Like I said, I liked that game, at some point, and I still play it like every November, kind of, because they make a pretty cool update, and I play a little bit with my homies, and we have a little bit of fun, but I'm a casual, I'm not going crazy. And I could put that gameplay, but like, well, right now I don't play it, and I don't even know if I'm gonna play Fortnite anytime soon, because I really only want to play with my friends, and right now none of us really care about Fortnite, so it's like, so I can't put, and I don't want to just play Fortnite just to get the gameplay. Like, that's stupid. Like, I would have to waste like what, an hour every day playing something I don't like. Like, it doesn't make sense from a, like that would be just stupid, because I would just, I would basically work. It would be like work, because my videos are long, right? So I gotta play a couple of games too. You know what I'm saying? So no, I can't really. And I don't play any game, like I said. I was like, yo, let me buy like I don't even know how it works, but like maybe Forza Horizon, and I would just drive around, and maybe I would have fun too. But the thing is, I don't really want to play, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I'm at my PC, I'm either working or, trying to learn a new language or something like that. Like, I'm usually trying to do something that's at least a bit productive, Or I might, well, I rarely do this anymore, but I used to listen to like music and shit on my PC, but it was kind of a vibe because it was like nighttime, and now it's like in the summer, the sun goes down super late, and it's like doesn't hit the same, to listen to music at like 8, 9 when it's like still, when you still have, you know what I'm saying, or like 9, you know, because yeah, I'm rambling. Okay, I said this video is gonna be kind of slow, but I still have to find, you know, I'm like right now I'm crossing things off the list. So yeah, doesn't make sense to really get addicted to like a beautiful ass game, even if it's like, you know, just some chill shit. You just drive around and that's it. It really doesn't make sense because, like I said, it doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to minimize my screen time. I'm not trying to, you know. So then I was like, okay, what do I do? You know, what do I do at my PC that I can just screen record and put as a video? I was thinking, maybe I could screen record the trades I take whenever I'm trading. Maybe I could screen record, you know, myself trading. But the thing is, I don't really do much. Like, okay, I move a little bit around time frames, whatever, you know. When it's the New York Open, I move a little bit about. I move a little bit about. Fuck. Maybe I need to drink some more water. That's the tip for singers and shit. When I used to like make music, because I used to do that shit too. I used to drink hella water because, you know, it would help with like punching in and shit. Yeah, so I was thinking, oh, maybe trading, maybe. But the thing is, I don't do much, right? I move a little bit from time frames. And then for the most part, I put alerts at key levels, right? Because really, you know, if you know anything about trading, or I don't know, at least for my strategy, it doesn't make sense to jitter around to go crazy on every time frame. No, I got one Nasdaq chart, one ES chart. I mark my levels before the session, and then I just put alerts, and whenever they hit my level, I look if I want to get involved or not, and then I get involved or not. And I do that for like an hour and a half, you know? And after an hour and a half of all the... After, you know, they've hit some of the levels, you know, I'll close it. Because after that, the setups are not that interesting to me. And the thing is, for the most part, it's just waiting. For the most part, I'm not looking at the screen either, you know? Because that just makes you take emotional trades and have, you know, like, it's like, no, I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, for the most part, I'm not even really looking at that screen. So, I was like, you know, that's the closest thing to what I could do, but at the same time, it's like, still, you know, it's not, doesn't really, yeah. So I don't know what I should do. Maybe I could ask one of my friends that already plays games to send me their footage. But at the same time, I need a lot of footage, first of all, you know. And second of all, it's like, I don't really want to tell motherfuckers what I'm doing, you know? Because you shouldn't really do that, you know? Like, I think it's cooler to just yo, I'm already up, you know, like, yeah, don't tell people what you're doing, you know. I know one of my friends does that a lot. And this one, you know, I keep talking about friends, but this one, like, he's a natural fucking friend. Like that one's, you know, a real one. But the thing is, he always talks about what he's about to do, you know, and whatever. And it's just he pretty much never accomplishes what he does, because if you keep talking about what you do and everybody knows what you do, you're gonna feel like you've already done it. And okay, that's could be helpful for in some ways because of the law of attraction and shit. But to think that you've already achieved it, but not in this way, because in this way, you're gonna make yourself feel lazy. Like, oh, I spent the whole day telling people what I'm about to do. I feel like I've worked, but no, you didn't do shit really, you know. So yeah, I don't like to document, you know, what I do ever, like any business that I do or whatever. And plus, like I said, like I only know one guy that plays CS:GO, and plus, I wanted to still be a part of me, you know, like, because at that point I could just, you know, search up fucking Subway Surfer gameplay and put that and be done, and you know, clap my hands, you know how they do it, of dust, wipe my hands off the dust, and be like, oh, okay, done. But it's like that doesn't translate to what I do, you know, and I don't really like CS:GO. I never really liked it that much. Yeah, I used to play quite a lot, but with my friends, and it was not that good. It was not that good to me, okay? Because I was kind of bad at it, probably. You know, no game is really that fun if you're kind of bad at it. Like, you gotta be pretty, you know, decent. So yeah, I really don't know. Like I said, the trading thing could be, and that is probably what you're seeing right now. But still, I don't know. Now, in my mind, I also think about the fact that I could just put because the way I record is kind of myself talking with myself on a Discord call. But like, that's not really a fucking, that's not really footage, is it? You know, it's like, you're just seeing an icon, you know, you're just seeing the frequencies of what or whatever of my voice, and it's like, and that's not really, you know, gameplay. So yeah, but I gotta have something, and I don't know what that something is, you know. Damn, I wish I could ask my future audience, or even if you're like one guy, if this video gets 10 views, you 9 motherfuckers, okay, can you tell me like what you think I should do, you know? Because I genuinely don't know, and I don't want to have like some slop shit. Like I said, I want to have some decent shit, and yeah, it's like, what should I put? What should I even put? Am I gonna put? Yeah, I guess the trading thing I could put that, but it's like I said, for the most part, I'm not moving around at all. For the most part, it's really just gonna be like, you know, candles moving and things like that. Which, yeah, I don't know. I could try to like maybe put GIFs, like, or I don't know, like anime footage, but like I don't really want to edit my videos like that, you know. And it's like, anime footage, first of all, it's a pain in the ass to get. I don't know why it's so fucking hard. And yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because, if I were to do like anime footage, how much time it would take me to edit a video like that, it would be like, at this point, just play, Fortnite. Even if you don't like the game, even if you know what I'm saying, just play that and put that as gameplay. Could I put like doom scrolling on Twitter? So I don't do that too often, but sometimes I would, The thing is, I'm honest, I don't do that often, and when I mean that like every like week I doom scroll on Twitter for like half an hour, like, okay, I'll be honest, sometimes I do that, I'm not, I'm not 100% productive 100% of the time. Far from it, this channel is, I also talk to myself, especially that video that I talked about, that you should stop eating while watching YouTube. Yeah, that one was mostly for me, bro, because it's like, I really needed to hear that, but yeah, so, fuck, might seem frustrating to listen or watch this video, but yeah, I told you this was gonna be slower, if you don't want to watch it, you can not watch it. But I was trying to get to a conclusion to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Well, the conclusion is probably just gonna be a compromise, really. You have to compromise in some way, like, okay, you gotta do something, right? So what makes the most sense for me would probably still be to put trading videos, because that's generally the time where I spend the most time on my PC, or if I'm doing other stuff, but like I'm not trying to just leak my activity on my PC. Like, it gets to a point, what I'm saying, like, it's like, whoa, what am I gonna leak? What I search on Google now? What I watch on YouTube? Am I just gonna screen record my whole time on the PC? Just random shit, checking email, whatever. No, I'm not gonna do that, So I still have to do something that, makes sense. So I guess that makes the most sense. Other than, like I said, just finding clips on the internet and putting them together. But like I said, I kind of want to be, for now, I want to do this shit about me mostly. So not about whatever gameplay I find on YouTube or whatever. Fuck. What the fuck is this? I got a random fucking bug that's bothering me. But yeah, I can just put whatever I find on YouTube, or or just random anime clips, like, and they don't really serve a purpose either. Now, the gameplay wouldn't serve a purpose either, but I feel like, I don't know, it's more beautiful to me. It's like, it's a little story, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch a video and you get a gameplay, it's like, okay, so he started the match like this, he ended up like this. I know there are a bunch of like, there are some like commentary YouTubers as well that do like CSGO gameplay, or not CSGO, the fuck. They do the fucking, I don't know games. I genuinely don't know games. Modern Warfare, I think it is, or Black Ops. Or, yeah, I'm just exposing my lack of knowledge about this, but yeah, like I said, I don't really play games. So the most sense is probably gonna be what I thought about initially, which would be to just put some trading clips. Me, you know, for the most part, you're just gonna see the chart moving, because actually my prop firm got me suspended because I didn't trade in a month. I was like, what the fuck? I managed to get it back, but I didn't even know that was the rule, you know. So yeah, just imagine how, you know, I kind of changed my strategy because I was like, I just can't do this shit. Like once a month, come on now, you know. Less than once a month, you know. I just didn't find a setup. Then again, I was kind of working on other things and I kind of missed a lot of trading days. That's another thing too. I only trade like 4 days a week. And I don't even really look at the chart if this is like a news days. Might be kind of hard to find the gameplay. Let me drink some more. Damn, this lemon is good as shit. I genuinely thought I could reach a conclusion, you know. But I think it's a good way to. I will post this video or whatever. You know, not every video is gonna be a fucking banger about, you know, some deep philosophy shit that you can apply tomorrow and get results the next day. It's like, you know, sometimes I gotta show you how I'm really not, you know, I fail myself sometimes. It's like, well, I wouldn't consider this a failure. It's more of I just reassessed, you know, and now I'm kind of like, there are not really many options for me at this point in time right now. You know, that could change in a couple of months. Like I said, I will move and things might be different. I might actually like start filming. I might, you know, go to a place where I actually got some shit I can film. I could film, you know, and I guess it could be like an idea to put like a head cam on my head. Oh yeah, that's why it's called a head cam. I don't even know if it's called a head cam. I think that's kind of weird. I think I kind of invented that word. I've never heard someone say head cam. You know what I mean? A POV camera. And not for some crazy shit, okay? Don't think like that. But some just going around, maybe, you know, I like to go to the mountains and shit and walk there, you know, and you know, but having a head cam is not like it's annoying to have to pull out your phone camera and film for like 10 seconds and then, you know, watch it back. And it's like, you know, it's kind of because that's what I do. I'm kind of lazy with this shit. I'm not lazy in the sense, you could say I'm lazy. I don't know. I guess, you know, some things are lazy, but like, I think it's more of a longevity type of thing, you know? Because I genuinely kind of enjoy making these videos. Now, right now, today, I didn't really want to do this. I'm not gonna lie. Because, like I said, woke up late, but I was like, yo, I gotta do something, you know? So, fuck it. I'm gonna talk about this because I knew this was gonna be kind of slow anyways, and I knew I need to figure this shit out anyways. Because right now, I got a bunch of videos. Like I said, I have like 5 or 6 or 7. 6 or 7, right? But what did I say? I laughed like a fucking robot. Like ChatGPT said that. But yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Just start recording my trading sessions, even though I'm not super jittery in them. I gotta make sure I don't leak something, right? Because it's like I go through other tabs, you know, whenever I'm trading. Because like I said, I kind of just put the alerts and I don't really look at the screen. I do other things usually, you know. But this time I actually gotta kind of just use my other monitor, at least for the trading session, which yeah, it's not super ideal for me, but still it's probably the most convenient type of way for me to do this, because like I said, I don't want to just I don't really want to put something that's not mine, and I don't really want to spend so much fucking time on something I don't enjoy, you know, like that's kind of counterproductive. Like some people would say that's extremely stupid, you know, to like get addicted to video games. That's just so you can have gameplay. Like that's like, you know, because if there's, I'm gonna make a video about this too. But if there's something super dangerous, is when you're consuming something or something like that, and you think that you're gaining something. It's even worse than like consuming something and be like, yeah, I know this law, you know. That's even worse because it's like, yeah, you're tricking yourself into doing something that you think is good for you, but in reality is bad. So it could be like, I could be like, yo, let me play Fortnite, and it's like, no, because let me play. Oh, it's the middle of the day. What should I do? Something productive. Oh, let me play Fortnite. You know, like, because a lot of people, I bet you a lot of YouTubers think like that. They're like, oh, but it's gameplay footage, so it's fine. No, that's not fine. You know, I still don't really like, you know, to put the trading thing, but I don't know. Like something feels off about it, but. Yeah, I generally don't know what to put. You know, if I were to like, I don't know, if in the future we were to like have a community, and I'm not saying a fucking cool community where you gotta pay $40 a month to, you know, watch my courses. I'm not, oh shit, I broke this shit. I'm not saying something like that. I'm saying like, you know, a cool little Discord server, you know, that's free or very close to it. When I mean very close to it, I mean like $1 because I think I talked about this in another video, but that kind of keeps away the scammers, even though, you know, technically they could just spend $1. But I don't know, it like reduces, I think, like 90% of the scam and all that shit, you know. And the last thing I want to do is fucking have a free Discord server and pay like 10 moderators a month so they can moderate it. It's like, I'm losing money for something free, you know what I'm saying? So it's like $1, it's like, I might at least, you know, be break even, but I don't know. But like maybe, you know, if we were half that, maybe we would play some games, or maybe y'all could send me some of your gameplay, and it's like, you know, at least they're part of the community, and it's like, you know, I'm not just getting it from random place on the internet. You know, like that could be kind of cool now to promote like people that are trying to, you know, maybe if it's like an artist that made a cool animation, I could put that and be like, this is the artist's name, and I have the gameplay and you have the promo. I don't know. I think a lot of cool things could happen once I once I'm a little bit more up. But for now, I gotta do this shit how I think I should do it, and I don't really see people put gameplays just trading footage, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. It just makes the most sense for me at this point in time, and in a couple of months, it's probably gonna be something different. A couple of months after that, something even more different, and so on and so forth. But I just thought about this. Maybe I could share the process of me creating the thumbnails, even though I don't know, because I haven't created a thumbnail either. So maybe I could also share that and be like, oh, so this is kind of what I do. I'm not a fucking professional Photoshopper, but I even have an old ass version of Photoshop. But maybe sometimes I could sprinkle in sometimes how I make my thumbnails, because I'm not really sure exactly how I want to do that for now, but they're not gonna be crazy, because posting every day or close to it is gonna be I can't spend fucking 5 hours on a photo on a thumbnail. Okay, so I got this idea. It's I think it could work. Yeah. For now, it could work. And like I said, I'm open to suggestions, critiques, whatever. And if later on you see my video, even if it's like fucking a year later or whatever, I'm most likely gonna see every fucking comment. So whoever you are, just tell me what you want to see, and and obviously don't tell me like, okay, bro, fucking put Mario Kart gameplay. Okay, bro, I don't care. You like Mario Kart? Okay, bro. I was pretty good at Mario Kart. Now that I think about it, but no, I'm not gonna put like you listen to this video. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I fuck with and what I don't. And well, to be honest, I put so many restrictions that pretty much no suggestion is really gonna work. But hey, maybe my mind is just closed and I'm not seeing something that's right in front of me. So that's why I'm asking for suggestions. But yeah, most likely I'm gonna find myself what works and what doesn't. Like always, you gotta do this shit yourself. You gotta figure out this shit on your own. Do my own thing, just like Miles Morales. And with that, I think we reached a pretty decent conclusion. And let me see, how long have I been recording for? Because damn, 53 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't know who the fuck listened to this whole video, but if you did, thank you. And just I'm not asking for anything. I'm just y'all could give me suggestions. Like I said, I see every comment, so not just for videos, for the video itself, but for my videos in general, for my channel in general. If you got a crazy ass good idea, you think it could make sense, we can run it up. Like I said, I want this shit to be like a cool little space. You know what I'm saying?